Hey, good morning, guys. It is October 20th, and Chambers is in First Thessalonians 4 today. It's verse 3 in particular, which says, um, It's God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should avoid sexual immorality. This idea of sanctification is one that it's discussed a lot, and Chambers deals with it a little bit differently than I've heard in the past. And I think a lot of people think of it as a work. I would say a lot of people think of it as a kind of cooperative work between God and us, as we are willing to let God change us. He changes us. He transforms us. He cleans us up. Is kind of the analogy that I would use in the way that it's always been taught. With me growing up, he cleans us up little by little. He cleans us up. Chambers takes a little different stab at this, and he says that sanctification is just my cooperation, my submission, if you will, to what God has already done through the atonement. So sanctification is this, instead of this long-term kind of cleaning us up, it is just a laying down, a submission. He says here, Chambers says, am I willing to let Jesus be made sanctification to me? That it is something that it's just me kind of laying down, and to let the life of Jesus be manifested in my mortal flesh. Beware of saying, "Oh, I am longing to be sanctified." This is where Chambers is a little bit antagonistic. Oh, I am longing to be sanctified. You are not. Stop longing and make it a matter of transaction. The transaction being laying down my own interests, laying down my own selfish desires, and just allowing the atonement to sanctify me. It's a little further down. My attitude as a saved and sanctified soul is that of profound, humble holiness. There's no such thing as proud holiness, a holiness based on degradation, and also on the amazing realization that the love, I missed a line there. A holiness based on agonizing, based on agonizing repentance and a sense of unspeakable shame and degradation. And also, so that's the one side, this we were sin, this idea of shame and degradation. But on the other side, at the same time, this amazing realization that the love of God commended itself to me, and that while I cared nothing about him, he completed everything for my salvation and sanctification. That was all completed by the atoning work of Jesus. So not only was I saved, transferred from the kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of light, the kingdom of death to the kingdom of life, but he also, the atonement bought my holiness, my righteousness. And he says then it's important that we don't get the effect and cause mixed. Never put the effect as the cause. The effect in me, the effect of sanctification, is obedience and service and prayer, and is the outcome. And so those things sometimes if we're not careful, we get those in this works-based mentality, because we are, we're given to that transactional type thinking that if I do this, Jesus then will give me this. So if I am obedient and I serve and I pray, then this will be the outcome. He says it's the opposite. The outcome is obedience, service, and prayer. And that's the outcome of speechless thanks and adoration for the marvelous sanctification wrought out in me because of the atonement. So I don't know whether it's a total paradigm shift or a little bit of just a change of thinking that Chambers is getting at here, but this idea, and often again we put the cart before the horse. He's saying sanctification is just this humbling ourselves to the to the atoning work, and then sanctification is our decision, if that makes sense. Not him washing us, but us submitting and laying down. Yeah, I don't know. You guys chew on that, and yeah, let me know what you think. Have a great day.